The BET Hip Hop Awards take place on October 10th. However, WWETV LA takes a look at BET Experience 2017 from earlier this year with this week's Artist of the Week, Young M.A, who performed her popular songs for fans covered.
Now, when I say M, y'all say A. M! 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 I'm still the wave, I'm still the wave. I pour champagne on that bitch for asking me for some money. And like, M.A, why you cheating? Cause I just got me some credit. Got the baddest bitch in the game, wearing my chain with her middle fingers up. I can dress you in a little church girl with strict kids, we don't give a fuck. They talk down, we live it up. We ain't worried about nothing. Probably count money, getting head, and I'm just worried about nothing. They chase help, I chase checks. Fuck wrong with these guys. Got a whole section full of bad bitches and I grab all of their thighs. We're from underrated to the most hated, from a nobody to a Young M.A. You know white people know me like, that's Young M.A, no fucking way. Party and bullshit, we pop bottles and we smoke weed. We fuck slow but we live fast. I get high but I'm low key. Celebrating every day now. Every day we away now. It used to be that Hennessy, now it's champagne on the pay now. It's red life, it's red life. Get down or you lay down. No, this ain't no playgrounds. Them guys don't play around. They was sleeping, yeah, they was sleeping. Now that ass is awake now. Fuck everybody else. It's all about M.A now. Yeah! Alright, what's good? What's up? What's up? What's up? Y'all ready to turn this motherfucker upside down real quick? Y'all ready to turn this motherfucker upside down real quick? Yo, D, yo, bro. Yo, bro. How you feeling, man? I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little scared. How you feeling? Stand up with me. I'm a little drenched. If y'all know the words, sing along with me. Let's get it. In the club, man. Ooh. And when it's on the pop, there no show. Yeah, I'm pretty much loco. Hey, I'm pretty with a ho-ho. Hey, I'm keys with a ho-ho. Got another nigga here, bozo. It's a male. We got that niggas on the bozo. Disrespect the life, that's a no-no. All my niggas dressed in that wrong life. I ride for my guys, that's a Bravo. Pretty baby head, that's a logo. You should make me weed with your diva. I need a rich bitch, not a Chivo. Baby on that hate shit, I'll be the. My brother told me fuck him, get that money, so fuck him. You just keep on grinding on your 100 shit. Ignore the hate, ignore the fake, ignore the funny shit. Cause if a nigga ride, then we got 100 quid. And we gon' zero to 100 quid. We just do niggas you ain't fucking with. Pockets on the chili chick, huh? And still go back and body in some funny shit. Oh! Yeah, please, bro, they touching me. Like I don't always see the hammer next to me. What? Like I ain't got it to the left. What? Like we ain't in these streets for the sesame. No. If that's a chicken, what she think? And what she thinks you with? She keep on my phones being sexy. What? Every time I'm out, like she says to me, you got a Stephanie? I got a Stephanie. We don't be close for the hole. No. She's like that. Oh, y'all gonna dance with me? The ladies on your body, shake them all. Shake them all, bro. Shake them all. Oh, shake them all. Shake them all. Oh, shake them all. Ah, the ladies on your body, shake them all. Shake them all, kids. 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 Ah, the ladies on your body, shake them all.
WWETV LA host Myra Jennings also interviewed artist T Jones during the weekend.
What's been your favorite part about the BET experience so far?
Just everything in general, being able to network with people and just, you know, coming together as BET Black-owned entertainment. So, you know, just trying to come together and network. So just networking is my whole key for coming out here.
Yes, absolutely. And of course, having fun and all these different events, right? They got Coca-Cola. Did you make your own Coke yet?
Oh, not yet. I played the basketball. I shot, but I bricked. It was a little rushed. I hadn't shot in a while. I did the Nissan thing, and, you know, about to go grab something to eat after this.
Nice, nice. Now, I got to know, what are you bumping right now during the summer? What's on your summer playlist?
Well, what's on my summer playlist is actually my music. T Jones. I got a new album I just dropped called Live for the Moment, Not for the Memories. All clean music, no cursing. It's just an empowering music. So I listen to music on Pandora, but most part I'm out supporting myself, T Jones.
You got to be your own biggest fan. All right, I feel it. Well, thanks, T Jones. Everybody go check him out. Where can they find you online?
All social media, T Jones 501, TJONES 501. That's on every social media site.
Got it. Thanks for stopping by, and make sure you show him that shirt right there.
In WWETV Toronto this week, interviews dancehall artist Tiffany Malvo. She gives her thoughts on the industry and more.
So my name is Tiffany Malvo. When I enjoy myself, let me hear say, oh snaps!
Oh snaps! So who is Tiffany Malvo?
Wow, so we're asking me that question. I'm a chill, easy, fun-going person, loves music, love entertainment, like to perform, been around it all my life, so yeah, that's me, pretty much.
I know your father is in the music industry.
Right.
What's it like being a daughter of a father that's in the music industry?
That's like asking me how is it to be like a daughter, like how is it to have your father, but it's pretty normal for me.
Yeah.
It's just like having any dad. I mean, other than of course you get perks because you get to meet certain people like the Beanie Man, the Sean Pauls. That's, I mean, it comes with perks, but it's pretty typical having a normal father.
Do you ever feel any pressure because he's in the industry? Like, do you feel like you have any expectations?
Oh, definitely. Because people, if he's good at what he does, so of course people are gonna expect me to be as good. They compare me a lot, of course.
Yeah.
So definitely, I do feel pressure.
What do you feel like the reggae scene is like in Jamaica compared to Toronto?
It's totally different.
Totally different?
Totally different. Reggae and dancehall. Here is more of a circle. In Jamaica, it's just circle, meaning it's just like a small amount of people. Like you'd have everybody that listens to dancehall and reggae, like they're here, or some scattered over there, or but in Jamaica it's everywhere. You know what I mean? That's a culture. So yeah, it's totally different.
Is Anthony currently in Jamaica or is he in Canada?
Actually, he's touring. I think right now he's in Atlanta. Actually, yeah.
So, do you have any music projects coming up, and what are you working on right now?
I'm actually working on some new music to be released for the new year, but I have something currently in the streets right now, a song called Set It Off, produced by DJ Dario and Major Lazer. It's a big look. We're working on the music video right now, and just basically getting out there to radio stations and doing a whole bunch of promo.
How did you get set up with Major Lazer? Because
funny, because I got I know, everybody asked the question. I got a call from a DJ in Mexico. and said somebody wanted to talk to me from Europe because his mixtape has been, I was on his mixtape and I'm just like, Mexico, okay. And I got the call from DJ Dario, which is, he's alongside, he also links with Major Lazer, and he's just like, listen, I've heard your stuff, you're fresh, you're different, and I'd love to do some work with you. And I'm just like, okay,
alright,
for sure.
General, welcome people. I like perform for boarding crowd, so I have to participate. And I hear me, do I hear now? Anytime I hear the morning, say, oh snap! Yeah, I like that. Alright, so now I represent for the ladies them tonight. The independent ladies them. Come I like Buff Buff and Cruff. Right? So all the independent ladies where you can pay your own bills. You don't call the man for come pay the bills to you. You don't need him for your nails or your ear. Drop the rhythm. Some girl out of my lane. Yes, them out of my lane. You know the truth of the island, right? Yeah, I'm telling you. Just tell me, Jamaica, it brand new. Brazilian, ask me a few. Fear I want, you can go on. Then that's when the plan is a hot glass and what me a chop over these and a chop over this. Don't you perfume what them with every list. What them a eyebrows for the title list. Oh no. Hot glass no depend on man, them spend them all money. And them on a apartment and live with mommy. Hot glass send something now in the family. We style of them dummy. Everything you want to buy that. I'm no window shopping, never that try that. Sale and discount, you only decide that. Oh snaps, credit card must swipe that. So tell a girl you're not cheap. Some man not go on, cause you never look make. Come tell my wife, the material they cheap. A girl walk out, rock us back, take a sip. And you chop up a season, mash up over lace. Don't you perfume that crease the blaze. But them eyebrows, that's a lace, that's a lace. Hot girl not depend on man, them spend them own money. I'm on a part of my life with money. Hot girl send something now in the dummy. My style of them, listen up. That shit's wet. Hold on there. I'm telling you now, a boring crowd. And a jazz and blues this. Me not depend that.
I know you're a reggae artist, but do you listen to other genres of music? And what artists are you listening to right now?
I listen to everything. I'm not in a box. I listen to even country. I listen to everything. Listening to right now, oh my god, I listen to everybody. I listen to from the Nicki Minaj to the Lauryn Hill, everybody you can think of.
Do you feel like you get inspiration from one artist or?
No, honestly, I get inspiration from anywhere or anything.
Just music.
Like even being here could be an inspiration for a song just because you said so dope. So yeah, like that. So yeah.
What kind of places have you performed at? Have you performed only in Canada? Have you performed in Jamaica? Or?
I have performed in Jamaica.
Okay.
One of my first performances was actually I did like a couple clubs and stuff like that in Jamaica. I came here. I just did Woodbine Reggae Festival, which was so awesome.
Right now, my mouth is set off a time bomb when me take it. Boy, say me coming and me too, drink it. Alright. Alright, let's have it. Woodbine, pick up the second way already. Big crowd, they don't know represent. You have some people right now, you see. Them there around you. You keep party. They get a new job. Money start get up. And they must smile with them and say, yeah man, big you up, and guess what? Them not really with you. Them a bad mind you. Yes, when you see them, you call them nice bad mind. What am I call them? Yeah man, nice bad mind. Put up the rhythm again and drop it now. What's that? What are you? Alright. Bad-minded people, you better change your ways. Why the wicked-minded people must make your judgment days. Don't get so I'm a born and grow. There's a lot of people that this girl knows. When you try to make some improvement in life, Them want to knock you off of your stride. See your let's respect you. Your so bad go. Many shoes and a few. What's it what you call on you? Minded people. You better change your ways. Okay, can mind it. Must need to judgment days. Mind it. Get on your knees and pray. Can mind it. Must need to judgment day. Thank you so much for having me. I love you guys. I said before I believe, you want to hear one more thing. Can you hear one more thing? Can you hear house man? I mean, Malvo, big up.
I also did I think stages here in Canada as well. So I'm looking forward to like spreading my wings and going elsewhere, which is a lot of opportunities are opening up now because of those shows and people seeing my stuff so far.
Have you encountered any celebrities going to the studio or backstage or anything like that?
Celebrities.
You said earlier you met Beanie Man.
I mean, well, not even just being in the studio. Like that's been from time. That's like a normal encounter. But yeah, yeah, the Beanie Man, the Bounty Killer, like every artist that you can probably typically think about that's like Jamaican and it's big. Yeah, definitely, I have.
that's pretty good. That's a misconception of from being a reggae artist from Toronto than from being a reggae artist from Jamaica.
Yeah, definitely. People take you a little more serious when you're from Jamaica.
You feel like you have to prove yourself when you're from Toronto?
Yeah, you do. Because at the end of the day, the good thing for me is I was born in Jamaica. I live here, but I was born in Jamaica. So things coming from me sound authentic. A lot of times you have people doing reggae or dancehall and you can tell from the accent that you're trying to sound like you're talking patois. It doesn't sound real. So it's just like you're like, I'll accept it, but I know you're from TO, like, so it's okay.
When you go to Jamaica, do people, since you come from Canada, do they not take you seriously, or because you're born there, they're
it's hard to not take me seriously because a lot of people know me already.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, oh, her dad, and obviously, oh, she's from here because she saw. Okay, yeah, so it's a little different. But I mean, an artist from here originally, it takes a little more. I think personally.
Yeah, because you're not from Jamaica, so they're not.
Exactly.
They're kind of iffy.
You have to go extra hard for them to take you serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's your opinion on different Toronto artists such as Drake and Tory Lanez, The Weeknd, everyone we got right now?
My opinion meaning how like have they paid, like you said, paved the way for us, or what do you mean?
Just what you think about their music and how do you think they paved the way for Canadians?
I mean, they're doing great. It shows you that as a Toronto artist, there is a chance for you to do great things. It's happened more than one time, and it's a lot of young people. So of course, like that's a great look.
Well, years ago, I feel like Drake really paved the way because
definitely
people didn't really take us seriously if you say you're from Toronto, like oh okay.
Yeah.
But now we like Toronto's really on the map. Like we have so many artists coming from Toronto.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Everyone's watching. Right
definitely. So I think it's a definite good look, and I'm glad that it's not. I'm glad that it's young people too. It's not just like an older person that's doing music. You know what I mean? So it's a good
generation coming up and growing with everything. What do you think about what female artists do you think paved the way?
Paved the way in general? That's a hard question. A lot of female artists are doing their thing and setting foundations because in general, like in my genre, I would say from the start, I would say Patra. She nailed it from the beginning, made you know that okay, you can actually get crossed over, like you can do stuff in the States. You know what I mean? She did the BETs from back in the day. You have artists now like for like I said for my genre like Spice and all that kind of stuff. Nicki Minaj is doing her thing. Like you have the like I said, Lauryn Hills, like I listen to a lot, but in general I can't say overall. That's kind of hard.
Yeah. Well, I think it's harder for women
in the industry. Oh, definitely, because they call it a man's world when it comes on to music. So in every way that we can take and we can actually conquer and do something, it's always a great look. Rihanna is doing her thing too, so it's like they're not just one woman.
Yeah,
one
like
woman,
even
right?
I'm a rapper, and especially in rap, like women aren't taken serious at all.
Exactly.
When people see me, they're like, "You're a pop singer." You do this. I'm like, "No, I'm a rapper." And you gotta always prove yourself.
Prove yourself.
And I don't like people saying like, "Oh, you're a good rapper for a girl." For a girl, you're good for a girl. Like,
it's always it's gonna be done until like we really like take over everything, but that's just basically what it is.
Until then, we always gotta prove ourselves.
Always work twice as hard.
Well, thank you for coming today.
No
and
problem.
It was great interviewing you. I wish you all the best and everything.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome.
WWETV New York sits down with T Parris to talk about growing up in the same building as Harry Belafonte.
Welcome to Worldwide Entertainment TV, and I am your New York correspondent, Miss Goldie, and that's Miss Goldie to you. I am at the lovely YouTube Space, New York, with industry pioneer and one of my longtime friends in the music industry, Mr. T Parris. Say hi to everybody.
How you doing? My name T Parris, aka the Young Marvin Gaye. This rap shit, most original, most creative, most in tune with the times, and I'm sort of like your inspiration.
And now that's how you introduce yourself. You see what I'm saying? You just lifted up my spirit. You just gave me inspiration. And T Parris, I've known you over a good 10 years. And I know you to be a hard grinder in the music industry. And tell us where you're from, first of all.
I was born in Brooklyn, but I'm born in Brooklyn but raised in Harlem.
Shout out to
Harlem, you know, to the death. 212, shout out to MEN, PPG gang, FOL.
Did he just give shout outs? Shout out to Harlem. I love Harlem. Love my Harlem cats. My daughter live in Harlem. Shout out to Harlem. So, how long have you been in the music industry?
Honestly, I want to say all my life. As an artist, writing is something that's just been a part of me. I was in the 3rd grade. I won a Edward Jack Keys Writing Award. Being an artist, you know, my claim to fame is writing the lyrics. So that's something that I feel like I was born to do. It's been a part of me all my life.
I love it. We're all born with some sort of gift, and it's just up to us to identify the gifts that we have and to be able to use them. So I met you through you doing music, but you are also sort of an inspiration to me. I watch your social networks, and you always have something positive to say to the community, to the youth. So what are some of the other things that you work on?
I'm an advocate. In the community, what I do is I try to advocate for the young men and women out there that don't have a voice for themselves. A lot of young men and women grow up without their parents or any guidance at home. Myself, I grew up in a dysfunctional household, and so I know what it's like to want to be loved, to want to get attention, you know, to want people to engage with you sometimes. Right. I just try to do the best that I can do as far as filling the void in a young man's life, especially if you don't have a big brother or father that's active.
Right.
Just try to be there for him, give him advice, you know, try to help him find his way through some of the hard troubles that they have growing up in the inner city.
And that's what I find most interesting about you, is that quality that you have, because some people just go about their daily life. They don't take their past and bring it into their future in positivity. And that's what you do. The past that you had, you're not taking it into the future. You're using it to turn around lives of other people. And I know that your voice is strong for them because they will listen to someone like you. They listen to someone like me. So tell us some of the people that you have worked with.
Some like music-wise, or
yes,
just in general? Music-wise, oh man, I've been blessed. I've been on tour with Method Man. I got a chance to record with Lord Tariq. I know you got platinum song with Peter Guns. I work with Herb McGruff. I don't know, a lot of other people, man. I've been around a lot of talented artists. I don't really like the name drop, but I just like to say that my community is rich in culture. I come from Sugar Hill, and for those who don't know about Sugar Hill, it's a place in Harlem where a long time ago, I said during the Roaring 20s, during the Renaissance era, that's where the people of color who had money, that's where they resided at. Harry Belafonte grew up in my building, and so this is stuff that I grew up soaking up, you know, learn a lot about my heritage and my culture.
Right.
I just try to bring it to the forefront. So never mind who I met, I just believe that we all are interconnected in some way, shape, or form.
Right.
I try not to forget that, my upbringing.
And that's very good. And a lot of us are not grounded anymore in life. And a lot of us forget where we come from, or we don't really know where we come from. So it's hard to know where you're going in life if you're not educated. Most people don't know about the Roaring 20s. Most people don't know that Sugar Hill was a predominantly wealthy black community. A lot of people don't know that, and they don't even take the time to find it out. So we need to keep people like you out here that's willing to educate youth, that's willing to show them how to be a man. And I know that you're a father, and an excellent father at that.
Thank you.
Yes, shout out to the babies.
Yeah, shout out to Muffin, Daddy love you, mama.
Yes, hi Muffin. And you know what, I like to applaud that. I like to applaud fathers, especially African American fathers, because they always depict African American men as men that don't take care of their children, when that might be the only thing that's being put in your face. But they not, you know, showing that there are black parents. There's a lot of single black fathers that I personally know, and I applaud you for that, and and keep up the good work. So do you have any new projects you're working on?
Right now I want to say that I've been on a little hiatus from the music, and I just want to be honest with the people. I'm not really inspired by what's going on in the music industry right now. When I write, I draw from personal experiences. I write from my heart. And so when I listen to what's going on right now, I can't really say that I co-sign that music. I'm not really against it, but it's a lot of negative stuff going on, and I feel like a lot of the artists that portray this image, they don't come from that.
No, they don't.
You spend time around them. I watched one of your interviews with somebody, and you mentioned about smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a great analogy. You know, I like to ask a lot of young men. I work with kids in the public school. I like to ask a lot of young men, would your favorite artist come and sit down with you and talk about some of the things that they talk about in their music? And if not, then why you know, go so hard to support that music or support that product?
Right.
You know, to me, I think that people should be able to stand by their product. You remember the movie American Gangster? We said, I stand by my product. You know, I think artists should be the same way. I remember watching a video where Tupac was saying, I want you to question your favorite artists and ask them, do they really live by the stuff that they're putting out? And if they don't, then don't support their music.
And most of them don't. I personally know a lot of artists, and they claim to have a thug life and a street life, and they actually just started coming outside when they became rappers. So it's like you never had to grow up hard. I won't name any names because I don't do that. But you know, we need to keep it real more with society, with our kids, with this generation. We need to keep it real with them, because life is so, like I said, smoke and mirrors. These kids don't know what's real, what's fake, who's right, who's wrong.
Let me add on for a second, right? If anybody out there has ever had a job, I want you to think about this. If you want to go for a job, you want to be in a management position, they want to see your resume. If you don't have management experience, you can't be a manager.
Right.
But in this hip hop community, nobody is taking the time to ask these people, what corner you stood on.
Right.
You know, where did you go out and get validated as a killer? You know, but everybody's screaming that they're doing this in their music. I remember when hip hop first started, they wouldn't allow you to get on stage and talk this way if you wasn't really about that. People would take your mic, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't want to say we should condone violence, but I think that we need to get back to the times where if it ain't right, then they ain't gonna
then it's not gonna fly. And you know, I always bring up the fact that I believe hip hop needs a college, because we got all these new rappers who don't know who started rap. That the guy messed up Biggie lyrics. Come on, my grandma know the Biggie lyrics, and the baby know the Biggie lyrics, but they don't know. They like, who is that? Who's Rakim? But these are the people that got out here, beat the concrete for you to be a rapper, fought against these labels, fought against the industry, fought against the corporations to even put this music into effect, because they was calling it like some boom bap music. And artists had to have lyrics, they had to make sense, and like you said, and it had to be real. And I think in every other music you can study jazz, you can study classical, you can study all kind of other music, but you can't study hip hop.
And I hope if you are following, you're getting something positive from it, you know. Right. I said I wrote a short film. I took some time away from the music to use my pen to do something else, develop another craft, another skill. You
So
know?
tell us about that film.
The film is called Block Life, and it's a film about myself. A lot of people don't know that I went to school. I got 2 college degrees. When I came home from school, you know, I fell back into the streets and started doing some things I'm not too proud of now. During that time, I had a relationship with a young lady, and she kind of was telling me, you want to be a hip-hop artist when you got all this education, you know what I'm saying? You want to run around with your friends and sell drugs and stuff like that when you got a child on the way.
Right.
And I tend to think that a lot of people don't really understand how difficult it is to be somebody who went to school and did what was right, but still came from such a hard, you know, tumultuous upbringing. You know, I came from a dysfunctional family. My mom's and my pops addicted to drugs. And so I used the film to really tell my story and just show how, as an artist, a lot of us don't really get, you know, a fair shake, so to speak. Just because I went to school and did the right thing doesn't necessarily mean that I don't deserve the opportunity to chase my dream.
I know Harlem loves you, and I know the street, the industry got a lot of respect for you. I always got a good vibe from you. Anybody that knows you, when your name get mentioned, is nothing but a good response. And that's hard to have in the street after you've been in the street so long, that everybody got something positive and good to say about you. So I found out in the past couple of years that you have a twin brother.
Yeah, shout out to my twin brother. My twin brother manages Murder Mook. I know Murder Mook from being one of the better battle rappers of our generation. Just recently just signed with Busta Rhymes. He got a new
Conglomerate.
single that's about to drop. I mean, in the words of
what
my brother.
$100 bill?
Yeah, $100 bill,
it's all over
man.
the place.
Shout out to Mook for that. Shout out to Harlem, man.
Shout out to Harlem.
Hey everybody, reporting from Southern California, I'm your host Miera Jennings, and this is another WWETV News Report. WWETV Toronto rep Kevin Douglas appeared in Toronto on June 19th for the iHeart MMVAs to capture the red carpet festivities courtesy of award-winning Top Shot Pictures. It was a who's who in entertainment with stars ranging from Gigi Hadid to Amber Rose. During the television tapings for E-Talk and Much Music's Red Carpet event, our Toronto rep appeared on screens across the world for brief seconds, capturing the action.
When people hear the energy here, the vibe of the city is like no other. Outside, there's the crowd. What the heck I was doing, 'cause I'm not.
You can see more of our Red Carpet exclusive footage on our site or official YouTube channel.
In WWETV UK news this week, we have a special interview with UK grime legend Subten.
Hey guys, we're back with WWETV celebrating their first birthday, and as I keep telling you, we have exclusive on top of exclusive for you, and I now have an interview with none other than Subten. How are you doing, brother?
I'm good still.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How has it been in this celebration right now?
It feels great, you know, I can't lie to you, like, I didn't even know there was a YouTube space London in Kingsborough.
Oh, serious?
Yeah.
So you come down here and you're just receiving all the love?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Proper good feeling still.
So you're here for the cypher?
Yeah.
Yeah? And what can we expect?
It's bars. I'm a grime artist. So
Right,
you're
okay.
gonna hear a lot of shelling. Like, that's how it is. You gotta know.
AKA on the track?
AK Mac 10.
Mac 10. Right, okay, cool. Let's get it correct out here.
Trust me.
So tell us a bit about your music.
Boy, I've been doing music for a very long time. For about probably 15 years.
Wow.
Yeah, but I've recently jumped back on, been doing grime for about a year, and I've just been, I haven't looked back. I've just been going crazy with it. It's been going. I've been on One Extra.
Right.
Radar, Represent, just going ham with it.
And so now you're here
Yeah.
at YouTube, WWETV, Nextbot, NSE Media.
Yeah.
It's just onwards and upwards, right?
Progress, in progress, man. Just meeting new people, just getting on with this. Good feeling, man.
So tell us about project. What project are we looking forward to you got out at the moment?
I recently brought out a single called Edded and Eddie. It's on Spotify and iTunes. The video's going to be out this month on SBTV.
Right.
Yeah, so watch out for that. And I'm going to do an EP to end the year with Heavy Trackers, hopefully. So
Heavy Trackers?
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, we're going to discuss it. So, yeah.
Okay, so Heavy Trackers, talk to us about that.
They are big producers in the scene.
Yes.
They recently brought out an album called Odyssey. It's doing very well right now on the charts.
And so you kind of collabed with them?
Well, we haven't. We spoke about it briefly, but we're working on it. So within about, I might start the project about October, November times. Yeah. So
that's what we've got to look forward to.
Yeah, but right now the single's out on Spotify and the video's out this month on SBTV.
So when you come into a cypher, how do you prepare?
You know what? Because I've been doing grime for a very long time. Like, this is nothing. Like,
right.
You know, like before when I first started grime, I wasn't confident. I'll be in a room full of MCs and I'll be shaking, thinking, oh, I need to go in. And I'm just looking at people thinking, oh, if I fuck this, that.
Yes.
But like, because over the years I've been going to so many sets, it just gets easy.
Right.
I'm very confident.
I can sense it.
Yeah.
Like you said, this ain't nothing. This is no sweat.
It's nothing. Yeah. But I like these kind of sets because you meet new people as well, new other artists, and it's a networking scene, so it's quite good.
Amazing stuff. So what inspires you?
What
makes you get out of bed in the morning? We know music, but what other things inspire you?
Seeing my son.
Okay.
And what else? Just life, life, yeah.
And do you find that's very reflective in the music that you make?
Yeah, because every like lyric I bring, I'm telling a story.
Okay.
Like, it's about myself, like the journey I've been through. Like, everyone's got a story as an artist, so that's why I feel like music is kind of easy for me, because I'm actually telling the truth. I'm telling you about my life, what I've been through, what I've seen, what I've done. So yeah.
So it's reality.
Reality, yeah.
And I think that's become a bit of a theme for the day. It's about keeping it organic, keeping it real, and letting people know what it is to be you, because it's your unique perspective, right?
Yeah.
So how was it growing up in the environment? Like,
I'm from North London, Tottenham. It's a well-known area.
Of course.
Yeah. Some people might say it's good, some people might say it's bad. But yeah, we got a lot of talent in that area. I think you've probably heard of Abracadabra. He's come from that area. We've got the Wretch 32s, Skepta. A lot of talent has come from Tottenham, and I feel like Tottenham was getting knocked down before, like, for the music thing. It wasn't really like noticed. It was more east, but now like North London, Tottenham is now coming now. Like, everyone's now seeing the talent from our area.
Amazing. So you're coming to just finish that off?
Like. We're not playing this year.
All right.
Everyone's got music. Everyone's ready.
Yeah.
Like, the scene's ready for us now.
Yeah, man. I sense the hunger.
Yeah,
and that's where it comes from, man. It's about just the hunger, the drive.
Yeah.
You know, the vision. So what's going to be your legacy? What are you going to leave? What are you planning to leave on this world? Yeah.
I just want to be great. That's what it is. I just want people. If I ever stop doing music, I just want people to look back and say, yeah, Subten was great. I'm looking to make longevity music. I'm not making music for just the moment. I want you lot to look 10 years later, be like, yeah, this guy was actually sick. Like, what he was saying was real. Like, that's what I want people to know in it. Because obviously, like, people do make a lot of bangers nowadays, but they're one-hit wonders. I don't want to be a one-hit wonder. I want my music to just live on for years.
Yes.
So when my kids grow up, they'll be like, yeah, my dad was a sick guy.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
So it's not about like the fame or the acclaim. It's more about creating a body of work.
Obviously, the fame is good. Don't get it twisted. It's nice, but it's not about the fame. I just want everyone to know I'm great, because I know I'm great at what I do, and I just want to share it with everyone, innit? That's where it is. Yeah.
Subten, it's been amazing, man, talking to you. I think the guys at home have learned a lot about you. Yeah. And we thank you for coming down to celebrate WWETV's first birthday. That's momentum, you know? That's momentous.
Like
you can say you were here.
First birthday.
First birthday, you know? And brother, keep doing your do, man. And we're going to keep watching you rise and rise and rise. Yeah.
You lot as well. Follow me on Instagram, official Subten, Twitter, official Subten. Get the single Edded and Eddie right now.
Peace. Done.